Hi, welcome to the channel. In this video I'm trying to show you guys how you can do a mega stack and process it with free software only. In the last video I showed how I created my Horsehead Nebula image that was very popular with paid software with pics inside, Photoshop and additional software from RC Astro. Now in this one I only gonna use free stuff, okay? So I'm not gonna use anything that's paid. Everything is available free online, and I'm gonna uh, show you guys what those softwares are and where to download it. Alright, so first of all, it's the same thing what you guys need to do. I'm on Windows right now. You guys have to create a file, a work folder for Siril basically. I already did some work, so I already have populated here everything. But anyway, I'm gonna redo everything again. So in this case, I'm gonna have to delete this, I guess. And in your work folder that you created for Ciliar, you have to have a lights folder. You don't need any darks or anything for this, since you already used darks for your sessions when you stacked your sessions basically, and your result.fit file that already contains the dark data. So in this when you do this mega stacking or you integrating sessions this way, you don't need to use any more darks or anything else. So we only use lights. And basically you need to populate this folder, the lights folder, with your result.fit files, and I renamed them for serial processing. I save them as a fits file and call them, 0001 and then 2 and 3, and in this order. You can have as many sessions as you want. You can go 10 or 20 sessions if you like. So there is no limit to that. Okay. You're gonna use 3 sessions. Always what I do, after stacking my sessions, I gonna you know check the result.fits and see how they're looking. I'm trying to make sure that they are fairly in the same direction when they were captured in the sky. There's not, if I mean, there's gonna be some uh, basically the same kind of thing gonna happen after stacking this way, like when you have field rotation, because your images are not exactly in the same position. Now if you plan these things, you could capture the sky exactly at the same time, or calculate the things that you're capturing it in the same position, and then you're not gonna have so much noise that you need to eventually uh, remove later on, or crop out basically. Alright, not too much talking again. I'm gonna start to do the processing in serial. So like I said, I have this process folder set up with my lights in it, which are the session fits for files. So we're gonna go to serial right now, and I already selected this folder as a home folder. Okay, so desktop Horsehead Nebula, and I just click open, and after that we're just gonna use a script without dbf, which are without dark biases and flats, and just click, and it's gonna take a very short time since I only have 3 files in it. And it's all done already. Now I can open the result.fit, and I have to change the linear to auto stretch, unlink channels, and I think that's already looks very good. Now I try to work out the workflow, especially for this image, uh, with the free software, and I think that works pretty good. It could work for other images too, but it might happen that some images need some additional processing in Siril. I'm not gonna do a whole lot in Siril actually at all this time. You could do like star removal and work, stretch your nebulosity a little more if it's needed, but this one is such a beautiful image already that I don't think I need to do that. So what I was gonna do, I only gonna remove green noise here, which is done, and then I'm just gonna do a color calibration. I don't even gonna start to do like background extraction because that's sometimes can mess up the image in Serial, adding more noise. So I'm not gonna do that at all. At least for this image, I don't need that. And so I'm gonna do color calibration, photometric color calibration. You're gonna have to type in the name of the nebula or the object, and then find. And once it's there, also make sure, normally Sirius does it, find the focal length and pixel size from the image. But if it's not correct, then this is what you need to put in. 100 and 1.45 for pixel size, nanometer. And then you just click OK here. Sirius gonna do the job, actually even turn the image the right direction. We can just close this. And now I only gonna save this image. I don't think I wanna do anything else with it in Siril. And I'm gonna save it as a different name just in case. Let's just call it uh, 133.fit and save as a fit file. Alright, there we go. Save anyway. Yeah, I didn't turn it to. There we go. Okay, now we can close Serial down, and then the next software that we're gonna use is called Astro Denoise, and the version is 0.5.2. This, like I said, a free software that you can download online. I'm gonna put the link somewhere in the comment section, I guess, or something like that. And the next one after that's gonna be GIMP. There's also free software that you can get even from the Windows. Um, what is that? Windows Store, whatever is that, like software store or whatever they call it. And it's available right there. I download it from there, or you can get it from gimp.org. Okay. All right. So I already installed this software, and the next thing what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the Astro Denoise software, which is like a phenomenal free software. And we're just gonna load our image that we just created in Siril. This one right here. And basically this thing is already stretching the image for you. If you don't like the stretch levels, you can change it here. I think that's just fine for me. Now I don't worry about these lines. I didn't crop the image or anything because we always can do that later on, so if it's needed. As of now, I don't want to worry about those things. What I gonna do, uh, I gonna basically show that, as you can see, there's a lot of noise here in the image. Now we try to get rid of that with this software. Now you can change the levels. You can change the level of the denoise strength here, and so these two sliders, basically you can play around with it according to your image to find the best levels that you need to do. I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is right now. That worked for me. And I'm just gonna click Denoise here, and then it's gonna start to do its magic. This one gonna take maybe 1 minute or something like that. This also depend on your system. This computer is not the fastest one. It kind of works for this, so it's gonna take a little time. Like I said, not too long, maybe about a minute or so. Almost done. And I kept the image zoomed in, so you're gonna see right away the difference. Look at that. That's already, there's an incredible difference. I will say for free software, I must tell you that I'm astonished how much you can do with this. Anyway, well, what you can do right now, basically you don't need to do anything else with this image for now. In this software, you can save it, save your image, and basically I already did. Uh, I called it B33 Astro Denoise. So you can name it anything you want and save it wherever you're gonna find it. Okay. So at this point I can, basically turn this off and then go into GIMP. We're gonna. I already opened up this file in GIMP. Basically, or the way you do it, you go to File, uh, Open, and then you find your image wherever you saved it. Okay. So the next thing what we're gonna do in GIMP is I'm gonna do a little bit of maybe we can shrink the stars a tiny bit. In order to do that, you go to Tools, Selection Tools, and then select by color, and then I try to select the center of a star, and this you see there are these little rings. It's not every star, but let's just see if I can click other stars too. Yes, I can. Alright, now this looks pretty good actually. Hopefully, as we try to select as many stars possible, and then check what's going on here. Alright, well let's just hope that we selected as many as possible. Unfortunately this one have a little greenish hue, so not every star selected because there are differences in the color, I guess. But anyway, after this what we do, we go to select, grow, because we want to make sure that the entire star is selected, and we're gonna go raise, raise this selection by 3 pixels, I guess. No, why it's not going to 3? Of course. Alright, well then we go 4. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe the screen capturing software sometimes interfere with some other softwares. I have no idea. Normally that goes very easily. Alright, click OK. And this basically made these rings a little bigger. And the next thing we're gonna do, feathering. click feather, and well, I do 5 pixels and then click OK. So, and after this we're gonna go to filters, distort, and then value propagate, and then you choose here more, instead of more white you choose more black. And as you see, our stars are a little tinier right now. I can use the split view and show. This could be a little, doesn't do too much on this image, I guess. Alright, well, I think let's click OK for this now, and then select none. Anyway, this image looks pretty good for now. And the next thing what we're gonna do is basically use the curves. Oh, where was that tool? I think. Oh, you go to colors, I'm sorry, and then you go curves, and this is something that is currently not available in Siril. So, and I do like curves a lot. I use it a lot in PixInsight and Photoshop, um, and I think you can do much more, finer adjustment to the image. Now, I just gonna make a little bit brighter here everything, and then you can go down here and then you can make, a little more contrast to the image. I hope that I'm not gonna mess up, because I'm on my back porch right now. I think that looks kinda alright. And then you can also change or adjust the individual colors. So in this case I'm gonna remove some of the green. As you see, that's awesome thing to do. I mean, you can kind of do a little bit of this in Serial, but not as easy as you can do it with the curves. Okay, and then I guess I'm gonna do a little bit of blue. I can keep some blue for the stars here, but like I said again, I'm not 100%. I have some sunshine here out on the porch, and I hope I see the screen the right way, but you have the idea what you can do with this basically, and I think that looks already a lot better than the original image, and for free software that is very presentable, especially on a phone screen or an iPad or something like that. We can just click on, actually maybe we can check the red channel too. Let's see what happens when we add some red. Maybe that's too much red, right? I don't know. Yeah, maybe we don't need that. Alright, let's just click OK for now here. And this is kind of what I would say, unless we want to try again with shrinking the stars, but for free software image, I think this looks very nice already. So what I was just gonna do basically save this image, click okay, when you are done with your image in GIMP, and the way you can save it in a different format, because when you just click save, basically GIMP gonna save it in a file format that basically a GIMP format, so you're not gonna be able to open with many other software, basically like photos in Windows or anything like that. You have to use it GIMP anyway, but you can export it. What you need to do, basically, you go to File and then you click Export as, and then you can name it whatever you can use JPEG or any format that you like. I think it's like I don't know how many file formats available, but anyway, JPEG is easy to, if you want to share the photo basically on Facebook or whatever, so JPEG is just fine. And then just click export. Okay, and then but I already did that, so I'm not gonna do this again, but I just want to show basically how to do it. Anyway, so this is how you can basically use free software to create an awesome image basically, and using several sessions. And I think the end result is very good. What I did basically afterwards, I opened up this image basically in the Windows Photos, and I just, let me see which one is that. I think this one here. And what I did basically, no, this is not the one. Hold on a second. Right here. And basically I just cropped the image, so I removed some of those artifacts on the side, and I think that this looks even better than I thought it would be. It's very near to the quality what you can produce with paid software actually. And like I said, I'm doing this on the fly right now, so I'm not spending too much time with levels and color curves and all that stuff. But even when I'm just looking at this image, it looks, in my opinion, very good. So this is the way what I think works best with free software. And thanks for watching, and if you like the video, please click the like button and subscribe. Thank you.